Hello everyone, we're on the stream. Thanks for stopping in. Glad to see you here. Today we got HackTheBox. We're doing more starting point. We are on, I think, the 6th machine? I don't even know what machine we're on at this point. But it's the last machine in Tier 0. Specifically, we are doing the synced machine. So if you haven't seen the other videos or the other machines, check out those videos on YouTube. I have them full walkthroughs for each of these machines. We're just continuing on in the series, and I'm already connected to the network. I'm already connected to the VPN, and the machine is already booted. If you're not sure how to connect to the HackTheBox VPN or how to download your VPN pack, check out my first video, the starting point part 1 on YouTube, and I show you how to connect to the HackTheBox network and download your VPN pack and all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and dive right into it. As I said, I already have this machine started, so here's our IP address. I'll just click at the top of my clipboard for now. But task 1 says, what is the default port for our sync? So I'm not sure this, so the best way to figure this out is just a quick Google search. So I would actually just copy this here and just do like our sync default port, and then as we know, by default, rsync uses default SSH port 22. But that can't be correct because this is saying 3. There's 3 characters. So let's keep looking. What is the rsync port? 873? So this is saying 873 here. So that's probably... Oh, rsync port uses 22 and 873. So let's say 873. 873. Submit answer. Done. Easy. How many TCP ports are open on the remote host? Okay, for this we're going to do a port scan. So I'm going to use Rust scan. If you're not sure how to do Rust scan, I think it was 2 videos ago. I think so it would have been starting point part 2. I could be wrong on that, but one of my HackTheBox starting point streams, I did show you how to install Rust scan. It's a great tool that it's basically Nmap but faster. So to run the scan, it's Rust scan -a and then IP address. So we'll come over here and we'll click this to copy our clipboard, and we will paste it here, and then -r for range. So we want to scan 1 through 65,535, and that's every single port. So we'll click that and we'll run a port scan on this machine. And Rust scan, once again, it is extremely fast, a lot faster than Nmap. To be athlete, we're in the street. Thanks for stopping in. How you doing today? Welcome back. How you doing? Thanks for stopping in. So it looks like we only have 1 port open. Let's run the Rust scan one more time and just make sure we didn't miss anything. Rust scan is pretty accurate. However, it's not 100% accurate all the time. So it does a pretty decent job at finding all the ports when you scan like this. When you scan all 65,535 ports, but it can miss some stuff. So just to make sure I didn't miss anything, I'm running again, and I got the same results. So I'm pretty confident saying that this only has 1 port open. So let's scroll down. How many TCP ports are open on the remote host? We're just going to put 1, submit, and that's correct. What is the protocol version used by rsync on the remote machine? So we're going to use Nmap for this one. Nmap is better for scanning targeted ports when I know what's already open. So Rust scan is good for like a good broad of like all 65,535 ports. And then Nmap's more for, you know, if I know there's a few ports open on the machine, then I can do more in-depth scans on select ports. So in this case, we're going to do Nmap, we're going to do IP address, we're going to do -S capital T -SV for service version. It's -S lower s capital V, and then we're going to scan for port 873 because that's what's open. So it's -P 873. and we should run that, and that should give us a pretty good scan of port 873, and it's going to give us the version of rsync. So we're running version 31, protocol version 31 for rsync here. You can see here. So let's 31. That's the answer. Scrolling down, task 4. What is the most common command name on Linux to interact with rsync? What is the most common command name? I mean, it's got to be rsync. I'm just gonna guess. rsync. So that is a command on the machine. It highlights blue. So if when it's white, that means it's not on your machine, or at least in Kali anyways. But rsync is built into Kali by default. So I'm pretty confident that this answer is rsync. RSYNC. Easy. Task 5. What credentials do you have to pass to rsync in order to use anonymous authentication? Anonymous, 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 none, rsync, rsync. Well, this one's none, and the reason why I know that's because it's giving me this 4-letter word that ends in E, and that's literally none, the only option here. And they gave us some options, but to figure that out, I would just say rsync default credentials would be a good Google search for this. So I would say rsync default actually, let's do rsync anonymous credentials. How to use rsync without password. This is saying none. I want to find this like in documentation somewhere. This says anonymous. Oh, I think none is just. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So empty for no passphrase. So that's equivalent to none. I was being confused for a second. I was expecting it to say none, but empty for no passphrase is the same thing. So that makes sense. So let's go ahead and try to log into this then. I'm assuming most commands kind of go like this: rsync, and then just the IP address. So let's go ahead and, is that already on my clipboard? Yeah. So rsync and then the IP address on the bottom here. That failed. No such file directory. So how do we use rsync? So let's do rsync -h. I've never used rsync before, so there's got to be a way to like specify the host that you want to log into remotely. There's a lot of flags. Let's do this. Let's clear this out. Let's just Google search this. Go back to our dashboard. What is the option to list only shares and files of rsync? No need to include deleting -- characters. List shares and rsync. Well, that's a good Google search here. So we'll just do this. rsync, we'll do list shares rsync command. Should get something here. Do the first click here, and looks like we oh, okay, so here we go. Syntax of rsync list only option. So is it -list -only to list the only directory? That looks That looks like it might be it. So list dash only. Enter. Oh, submit. Success. That's correct. Good old Google, man. Gives you a lot of information. Alright, so let's do rsync dash dash list dash only. And if we go back to that blog article here, we have to do Linux hint at IP address. So not sure what. Let's go on to the next task here. Oh, it's just saying submit the root flag. Okay, well, it looks like we need to do anonymous at and then the IP address. I don't know what this colon test dir to. Let's try to just not do that. Let's do rsync dash dash list dash only, and then anonymous ANONY at and then IP address. Is this on my clipboard? It is. Clipboard and then paste. That should work. No. This rsync shares remote. Username at server name. Directory. I don't know the name of the directory. Can we just do this? Colon slash to do all of it? No. It says, oh, it's trying to connect to port 22. Connect to host, port 22, connection refused. Well, no, duh. We have to figure out how to specify port. Can we do, how do we specify a port? Let's do RSYNC dash dash, oh, let's do one dash. Probably would be easier if we do this. Grep, and then grep into port. Dash dash port. Okay. Clear this out. Up arrow key, and we're gonna run this command again, but this time we will run dash dash port, and then what was that port number? It was like 873, right? 73. Port, no. Still trying to connect to port 22 for some reason. What do we do? Did dash dash port equals specify double colon alternate port. Specify double colon alternate port number. Can we just do 873 right there like that? Still connection refused. Username at server name colon. I don't know how to specify the port. You'd think dash dash port would specify the port, but I'm still trying to connect to port 22 here. It is 873, right? That's Make sure I'm refresh my memory here. Showing answers. Yeah, 873. I did remember it. Okay. Wonder why we can't list this. Still trying to connect to port 22, even though I specify a port here. Do specify for rsync remote connection. Adding -e SSH port into the rsync command. -e specifies a remote shell to use. We set it to SSH. But we don't want to use SSH yet. Is it possible to specify a different SSH port when using rsync? Yeah, let's try this. rsync. Wonder what the -rvz means. Let's just copy this command here. Well, so actually, then rsync. So cat. Another option is the host you can run rsync from. Set the port. I'm gonna try this. Paste this command in here, and we want to do 873, and then instead of -- progress, let's just do -- list -only, and then we want, I don't care about that, user, so the user is anonymous, ANONYMOUS. Host is, we're going to go back to our HackTheBox dashboard, grab our IP address, click the copy our clipboard, and paste. Path. We'll just do everything. So this might work, let's see. Well, it didn't error out, but it also, connection closed. Connection closed by port 873. Well, that we made a connection to 873, but this time it didn't work for some reason. What if we just get rid of these flags here? See if that does anything? Let's try this. Let's get rid of SSH and just do -p. That didn't work. Okay. Well, I'm not sure how to connect to this. Yo, what up, Cookser? How you doing, man? Thanks for stopping in, dude. How do I specify the port on this? Doing good? It's good to hear, man. Today we'll be discussing... I want to change the configuration file just to make a connection to a different port. That seems a little silly to me. It's the same page. Beat MK1 story? Nice, nice. I beat it the first day it came out. It was alright. It wasn't the best thing. It was a little underwhelming, but it was also not bad though. So I'd rate it like 7 out of 10, I guess. For rocket combos, nice. Yeah, I've been working on my scorpion combos, man. My gameplay is really good. Where is... Man, this is... Alright, so... let's try this. So rsync // user, we want this to be anonymous. ANONYMOUS. Host is still my clipboard? No, it's not. Oh my gosh. Delete. Should have known it wasn't my clipboard. I just pasted something. Paste the IP address here. I don't know the path, so let's just leave that blank. List only. Let's try this. See if that works. Public anonymous share. Well, that worked. What if I do public? There's flag.txt. Okay, so what if I did public /flag.txt? See if that works. How do I list the contents of the directory? Let's try this here. Okay, so we have to. I think I have to specify. Let's try that. So the pyramid, not pyramid, period specifies I'm downloading the file, the flag.txt file, and putting it here. I think. I'm not sure if this is gonna work, but we'll see if it does. ls is that flag. Okay. So clear. So that didn't work. Let's try this. Clear and then paste this. So it's flag.txt and then path to local destination is, we'll just put it here. See if that works. So I think the list only option is just a list. If you want to download it, you just get rid of the list only option or flag. Did it work? ls. There's a flag.txt, cat flag.txt, there's a flag. Copy this and paste it in here, and we are done. Boom, baby. Look at that. Sync has been honed. Let's go ahead and continue. Congratulations, you have completed a starting point tier. Progress through our other tiers to develop your hacking knowledge. Cool. So that's tier 0. Let's go ahead and go to tier 1. Click tier 1 here. And we are now on tier 1. So appointments. Let's go ahead and start this one up. We got time right? Yeah, we've only been streaming for 27 minutes. So let's go ahead and spawn machine. What's the first task? What does the acronyms SQL stand for? So SQL or SQL, I often call it SQL, but SQL stands for Structured Query Language. It's used for databases. And there's different types of SQL. So you got like MS SQL, we got MySQL, we got PostgreSQL. There's a few different flavors, but the core of it is all very similar, very much the same. They all work a little differently, and they all run on different ports for the most part, but they're very similar. They're all databases. So structured query language. I spelled structured wrong. Structured. I think I spelled structured wrong. Did I spell structured right? I have no idea. Google save me. I think I spelled structured wrong. Oh, I spelled language wrong. Oh, that makes sense. Alright, well. Language. There we go. Got an extra N in there. Task 2. What is one of the most common types of SQL vulnerability? So it's SQL injection. It's like the #1 vulnerability for SQL, and it's like one of the. It's always in the OWASP top 10. It's usually in the OWASP like #1, or like it's like in the first 3 almost every year, or every time they do a new OWASP top 10. If you're not familiar with OWASP top 10, OWASP is the open web application security project, and it is exactly that. It's like a project to like secure web applications, and OWASP, like they do like there's people that like get like the most common vulnerabilities together and like explain what it is, and then tell you how to like thwart that attack. And like I said, SQL injection is one of the big ones. It's always a OWASP top 10. Always. Ever since I've been doing this anyways, and long before that. What is the 2021 OWASP top 10 classification for this category? We were just talking about OWASP, and it's funny, like, I didn't even read the next one, and I was just talking about OWASP, because when I think of SQL injection, I was thinking OWASP, or at least the web application. So we can just search this up. Like I said, it's always in the top, 3 or so, but I'm not sure exactly where it sits on the OWASP top 10. So let's do 2021 OWASP top 10. SQL injection is looks like 3. So you can see right here, injection. I think, was it want it in this form? Probably wants it in this form. I don't want to copy the link. Copy the text. I think it wants it in that form. Let's try that. Let's see if that does it. Yep, that works. So yeah, like I said, it's usually in the top 3. It was actually 3. What does Nmap report as a service and version that are running on port 80 of the target? Service and version. Alright, so we're just going to do clear. So it's telling us what tool to use is Nmap, so we will do a sudo nmap -s capital T -s capital V -p. It told us the port 2, which is 80, and then now we just need to paste the IP address here. Click to copy our clipboard and paste the IP address, and then we're going to get the service and the service version on port 80 on our target machine. Apache HTTPD 2.4.38 Debian. So if we just copy this, I think that's what it's looking for. Copy selection, and we will paste that here. Submit answer, and that's correct. What is the standard port used for HTTPS protocol? So that's super easy. 443. That is like one of the most well-known ports that there is. It's probably the most common port that we all interact with daily. If you go on the internet, you are interacting with port 443. Because port 443 is HTTPS, which is Hypertext Transfer Protocol secure, and most, if not, I would say the majority of websites nowadays are using the secure version of HTTP, and that is just for web traffic. As you can see, like, we're on, if you look on our URL for HackTheBox here, HTTPS is, like I said, if you go to the internet, you're using HTTPS pretty much every day. What is a folder called in web application terminology? I'm going to go ahead and say directory. I don't know why we have to ask this question, but directories, folders, same thing. I mean, in Linux they're called directories, but I mean, folders, directory, tomato, it's all the same to me. But I would say, you definitely wouldn't call them a folder in a web app, though, because it doesn't feel like a folder. But directory, like I said, tomato. I mean, we're not going to argue over semantics, but moving on. What is a HTTP request code and given for a not found error? So we all know this one. This is 404. Oh yeah. I know some of these words. Task 8. GoBuster is one tool used to brute force directories on a web server. What switch do we use with GoBuster to specify we're looking to discover directories and not subdomains? So we did this actually last stream, and it's dir, which is short for directory. Easy. What signal character can be used to connect out the rest of the line in MySQL? What single character can be used to comment out the rest of the line in MySQL? I'm trying to think this off the top of my head without looking it up. I think it's I want to say it's this. That's semicolon. No, it's not. Is it single quote. No, why don't I know this? Is it that? Oh, it is. Okay, so yeah, it's the same thing as pretty much any comment, any language. If user input is not handled carefully, it could be interpreted as a comment. Use a comment to log in as admin without knowing the password. What is the first word on the web page returned? So let's go ahead and open up our, well, our browser's already open, but we can close out some of these tabs here. And come here and we will, oh, that's not what I wanted. I want the IP address. So to navigate to this web page on our target, if we just paste the IP address up here and go to that, this is the web page it's running on the target. So it's telling us to log in as an admin by using a comment. So let's try admin password comment, maybe? I don't know. It can be interpreted as a comment. Use a comment to log in as admin without knowing the password. I don't know. It says use a comment. The comment character was this, so we have to use this. But do we use that in the username or the log? Wait, this admin comment maybe? Oh, what's a password? Comment that too? No. Admin comment. Let's do comment password, maybe, I don't know. Huh. Well, let's do this. Let's do login with comment SQL injection error. Using comments to simplify SQL injection. We're gonna use a comment though. Another thing I can think of is like just do like an admin and then like single quote and then anything for the password. But it wants me to use a hashtag though. So I've never done this with a hashtag. I've always done the single quote method. And all I can find is single quote methods online. So I'm really these. What is the first word on the web page returned? Not sure what's. I've only done the single quote method here, and like do the hint here. Let's click this hint. Try adding a comment at the end of the username. I tried that. Did I not try that? Admin. Comment. Password. Anything. Didn't work. Tell me to use an admin. It's telling me admin. Do space comment? Nothing. Try adding a comment at the end of the username. I did. Admin. Comment. I don't know. Yeah, I tried doing this. Let's try this maybe. It threw me off. So let's try select star, which is anything from users where username. Let's try that. Anything for the password. That didn't work. What the heck? try root, I guess. Maybe it's it goes by a different admin name. Administrator. Okay. It's not working, man. Admin hashtag doesn't work. I'm mind blown right now. I've never seen this method before. Huh. Try a bunch of these. See if that does anything. Nope. Let's try this. Admin, single quote, then comment. Oh, there we go. So the first word is congratulations. I guess it doesn't have the exclamation point, but oh well. I don't know why it tells you that. Like, why does it tell me to put in congratulations on the flag right there? It's like a waste of the task, in my opinion, but okay. Go ahead and copy the flag and paste it. So once again, to log into that web server, it was admin single quote and then comment. I don't know. That's what it is. Easy. That was way harder than I made it way harder than it should have been, but we made it. Appointment has been posed, so we are done with that, and we only have 10 minutes left until the hour mark, so I'm going to go ahead and close out the stream because I don't think I can get the next machine in 10 minutes. So let's go ahead and close it out. Let's go ahead and pause this music. Alright guys, thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out. If you haven't followed the channel, follow the channel. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And yeah, check out my Twitch channel if you're watching this from YouTube. Twitch.tv/Kyser_Clark_cybersecurity. And hopefully I see you in the next stream. We'll do this next week. I aim for Friday or Saturday night. It really depends. I really want to do Friday nights consistently, but sometimes I don't have enough time to do it Friday nights. But that's the goal anyways. We'll be continuing on with the starting point series. So the next one on the list is sequel. That's funny that the next one's called sequel. We were just messing with sequel. So yeah, we'll do sequel, and hopefully we can knock out sequel and crocodile in 2 streams, but we'll see. These machines are picking up in difficulty, but still very easy nonetheless. Once again, thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out, and hopefully I see you in the next video. Peace out, take care, have a good one. Kyser, out.